Hello everybody, Happy New Year all. Today we are going to correct the biology exam for grade 7. Let's start with the first question about the animal's diet. In part A, we have to choose the correct answer. Of course, teacher, when we come again to school, we are going to discuss the answers also. Number 1, the crow feeds on fruits and insects. This is the correct answer because it is an omnivore which feeds on food of both plant and animal origins. Number 2, the owl spots its prey by means of what? Some students wrote in the exam that audition and vision. It can be correct also, but the exact correct answer is audition only because remember the experiment in your book or on your copybooks. When the ears of the owl are closed, it can't spot its prey. It cannot. So the correct answer is audition only. Audition means hearing. Number 3. The active organs of movement are, yes, the muscles, because the muscles are the parts in your body that allows the body movement, while the bones support your body and gives its shape. A joint is a place between two bones. Let's continue. Number 4. To capture its prey, a cat uses what? Not to eat or to swallow or to cut the food, to capture, to catch with a force. Of course, it uses its claws. This is all about first question. Let's move now to part B, a text about a chameleon. We have to read the text carefully and then answer the questions that follow. A chameleon sees an insect. It approaches it slowly and projects its extensible viscous tongue, whose extremity adheres, it means attaches, to the prey. Then rapidly, the insect is introduced directly to the chameleon mouth and swallowed. First question, we have to list. Pay attention, teacher, please. When the question starts with the name or with the word list, you have only to write the word, the correct word or exact word. List the different stages or steps of feeding behavior. You are not allowed to write the whole sentence, okay? Only use or pick out the correct step. So the first step that the chameleon used is seeing or vision, approaching, capturing, and then swallowing. Indicate the sense organ used by the chameleon to spot its prey and draw out from the text the information which confirms it. How does the chameleon spot its prey? Not capture, spot. How does it detect its prey? Of course, it's spot its prey by eyes, and the sentence from the text, look at it. It is at the beginning of the text, a chameleon sees an insect. The third question, we have to name the tool utilized. Utilized means used by the chameleon to capture its prey. Of course, the chameleon, as we said before, can capture its prey by its viscous tongue. Part C, we have to cross out the intruder in each group and justify your choice. Also, most of the students didn't solve this correctly. Of course, because they didn't know that we have to use our mind to think deeply about the kind or the group of the sentence. How can we classify these words? For example, look at the first part. Dog, we have dog, grasshopper, smell, owl, and rabbit. Most of the students tell me that the smell because it is a sense and not an animal. Of course, false, because we don't have a lesson that distinguish between the sense organs and the animals. We have to Mix and compare between the sense used and the other animals. Of course, the dog, as we said before, based on our acquired knowledge, the dog uses its snout to spot or recognize its food. The grasshopper also by means of antenna smell. The owl also smell. While the rabbit only use other sense, which is eyes or vision. Number 2, we have pike fish, it is a kind of fish of course, tuna, swim, sardine, movement and robin. Robin is a kind of bird, so of course it is the intruder here because all the others are marine animals and their movement is swimming while robin is a bird and of course it flies. The third one, we have fox, hen, sheep, bear, duck, and blackbird. The only intruder here is the sheep because it is a herbivore. It feeds on food of plant origin only. Let's move now to the second exercise about digestion of food. Of course, in animals or in person or in mammals are the same. Digestion is the same in mammals, in all mammals. The figure below, this figure, represents the digestive system of a mammal, maybe a person or maybe an animal. We have to label the letters A, B, C, D, and E. Look at part A. It is all correct. It is the small intestine. Thanks. Part B, it is the liver, which secretes the bile that facilitates the digestion process. C, look at its shape. Of course, it is a muscular sac, so it is the stomach. Part D is the pancreas that also helps in digesting proteins. Part E, it's clear also, it is a large intestine. Part B, in which organs of the digestive tube is chemical digestion carried out? In which parts? In which of these or of the above organs? Of course, in the stomach and the small intestines, chemical digestion is carried out. Not mechanical, only chemical. Part C. Referring to your acquired knowledge. This is from your information. Compare. We have to compare the content or constituents of the stomach to that of the small intestine. Of course, when the food passes from the mouth to the esophagus and then to the stomach, the pieces of food change into a thick liquid in the stomach with the help of gastric juice. And then thick liquid passes to the small intestine to become nutrients in the small intestine. Like, what are the nutrients? Of course, proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, vitamins, minerals, and water. So organic and inorganic food. Part D. Indicate the form of the eliminated undigested food. Undigested food, not the part. Look at the form of the question, please. Indicate the form of the eliminated undigested food. It means the food that we eliminate or excretes it out of the body. It is called stool, or we can say also solid waste. The last or third question is about a special organ of fish. It is also about a text. You have to pick out all the answers from the text, not from your own. So it is like a bonus question here. And some students didn't solve it correctly. Please, let's read the text. Fish have a special organ, which is called lateral line, visible on the two sides of their bodies, starting from the opercula till the tail. Opercula is a part which opens and closes during respiration. The lateral line is made of what? Of scales, but not the same scales of the body that covers the fish, the free scales. No, these scales are perforated and cover a canal or tube that extends into the bones of the head. What is the role or job of this organ? This organ can detect water vibration and permits the detection of obstacles and movement of other living things. Number one, we have to pick out from the text what is the organ that permits the fish to detect water vibrations. It is, of course, the lateral line. What this organ is made of? Of course, it is made of scales. We have to differentiate between the scales that cover the whole body and these scales which are perforated and cover a canal that extends the bones to the head. What is the role or job or function of this organ? Of course, it is mentioned in the text in the last line. It detects water vibration, permits the detection of obstacles and movement of other living things. This is all about the biology text. Thank you.